Hello friends, I'm Father Dan Parrish, a Holy Cross priest here at the University of Portland. I am fortunate to serve as an assistant professor in the Pamplin School of Business, where I teach management, especially cross-cultural management and ethics, and organizational behavior courses. It's great to connect with you a little bit during this interesting time in which we find ourselves. This is my home office. I am a resident here of Lund Family Hall. In fact, I'm the only resident of Lund Family Hall. I've been calling it Portland's largest bachelor pad. Normally I have 230 undergraduate students and a few staff members living here, but recently it's just been me. I've been pursuing tenure for the past 5 years, and so I've been doing a lot of work with my research. I study organizational sense making, which is a framework for understanding how we make sense of the world around us, how we take in inputs from the outside world and process them through our own lenses of identity in an ongoing process of trying to figure out what's the story here. My most recent research project, which I am in the very final stages of working on, and it should be published in the next 2 to 3 days, is an article exploring the loss of wildland firefighters in the line of duty. We focused especially on the tragic wildfire in Yarnell, Arizona in 2013, in which 19 firefighters lost their lives. And we looked at the ways that wildfire can actually create its own weather and therefore change the environment in ways that makes it very difficult for people on the ground who are trying to make constant ongoing sense of what's going on, because they're triggered back to the start of the process. And so we're calling those trigger traps. It's a kind of an interesting concept we came up with. I worked along with Sam Holloway here from the Pamplin School of Business and another colleague of ours, Tim Clark, from Arizona. It's an interesting concept too, because as we're thinking about the changing world around us, especially with COVID, we keep finding ourselves stunted as we're trying to figure out what's going on in the world. And every time we think we're making some sense, okay, it's transmitted by aerosol, then there's other evidence that might pull us back to say, well, but that's not the only way it's transmitted. And it's frustrating, isn't it, to try and figure out how to make sense of something as complex as this, similar to a large wildfire, and yet keep having to get triggered back to the original steps of sense making. So it's interesting research like this that helps us to stay current with the research in the world in which we live, but also helps us contribute new knowledge. Now that I have completed my application for tenure and I'm awaiting to hear the news, hopefully in January we get good news, I have a little bit more free time in my schedule, which has been wonderful. And in this time of pandemic, I've been finding myself out in our wood shop quite a bit. Over the past 4 or 5 years, we've been building a wood shop here on the campus of the University of Portland. And it's a great place for me and my brothers in Holy Cross to get away and to use our hands a little bit to create some things. And it helps especially with the Zoom fatigue. So I hope you have found some hobbies for yourselves too. Here, let's take a look at what's going on in the shop. So this is the Holy Cross Wood Shop. We're here on Portsmouth across from the baseball field. We've been putting together a lot of salvaged wood from dorm room furniture, mostly from across campus. And we've got a lot of projects that we do out here. Lately, we've been working on a whole lot of cutting boards for people. We've been building out of maple from dorm furniture, and actually this cherry is from Waldschmidt from the main building, and some other cutting boards, and making spice racks that can go inside of kitchen cabinets and whatnot. It's a really good place for us to come and forget about the pandemic and stay busy, be creative a little bit. So yeah, welcome to Holy Cross Woodshop. Stop by sometime. I am very proud to live and work here at the University of Portland, and I look forward to having many of you in class, or to some of you I've already had in class, and here at the university. I look forward to reconnecting with you as soon as we are able. Know of the prayers of the Holy Cross community for you and your loved ones in these times. May God bless you always, the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit. And let our prayer always be for one another in these times. Come, Holy Spirit.